forget the thunder of hooves and the flash of sabers. While Genghis Khan's name conjures images of unbridled conquest, the true secret to his colossal empire, the subtle yet brutal genius that earned him the title Beast of the East, lay not in his sons, but in the unwavering iron will of his daughters. These forgotten queens were the unseen architects of his dominance, their strategic marriages and ruthless governance weaving a web of control that stretched farther than any blade. Genghis Khan, the fierce unifier of the Mongol tribes, understood that brute force alone could conquer, but only cunning could truly hold an empire. And his genius extended far beyond the battlefield. He recognized the immense, untapped power residing in the women of his lineage, particularly his daughters. While his sons inherited vast armies and the direct mantle of leadership, his daughters were dispatched as living extensions of his will, marrying into the ruling families of conquered or allied nations. This wasn't mere diplomacy. It was a carefully calculated, often chilling strategy. First, Genghis Khan would marry his daughter to the king or prince of a neighboring state. But this wasn't a union of equals. He would often demand that his daughter become the chief wife, effectively sidelining any previous consorts and giving her unparalleled influence within her new court. Then came the true stroke of brilliance, one that would cement his daughter's reputation as the empire's silent, deadly administrator. Their new husbands, the sons-in-law of the great Khan, were immediately assigned to the most perilous military duties. They were expected to lead the vanguard in Mongol campaigns, often against their own former allies or distant enemies. And, almost invariably, they died. It was no accident. These princely sons-in-law were disposable pawns in Genghis Khan's grand scheme. Their deaths left their new kingdoms headless, perfectly poised for the takeover. And who better to step into the power vacuum than the great Khan's own daughter, now a widow with legitimate claim to the throne. These princesses were not mere figureheads. Trained from a young age in the ruthless politics of the steppe, steeped in the Mongol traditions of self-sufficiency and iron governance, they became the true rulers of these newly acquired territories. They administered the land, collected taxes, managed trade along the burgeoning Silk Road, and, crucially, ensured unwavering loyalty to their father back in Karakorum. Consider Alakai Beki, often called the princess who governed a kingdom. Married to a powerful Ongud chieftain, she took over his domain after his convenient demise on a Mongol battlefield. From her seat in what is now northern China, she became a formidable administrator, managing a crucial part of the Silk Road and ensuring the flow of resources to the Mongol war machine. She wasn't just a regent, she was a sovereign, ruling with a firm hand that mirrored her father's. These daughters created a defensive ring, a buffer zone of loyal kingdoms ruled by women, whose primary allegiance was to their birth family. While Genghis Khan's armies pushed ever westward, his daughters secured the east, solidifying his gains and acting as vital intelligence networks. They ensured stability, suppressed rebellions, and most importantly, never allowed their adopted kingdoms to rise against their father. In this way, Genghis Khan's daughters transformed conquered lands from volatile territories into reliable extensions of the Mongol Empire. Their marriages were chains, their widowhoods opportunities, and their rule the quiet, efficient grinding of the imperial machine. They were the unsung heroes of his expansion, the true power brokers who, with subtle skill and unwavering loyalty, made the Beast of the East not just a conqueror, but the undisputed master of a vast and intricately managed empire. Without them, the Mongol thunder might have echoed less far and faded much faster. Without these formidable women, the strategic brides, the widowed queens, and the unwavering administrators, the Mongol thunder might have echoed less far and faded much faster. Genghis Khan's daughters weren't just princesses. They were a vital, often overlooked, pillar of his empire, proving that the greatest conquests are sometimes won not with the sword, but with shrewd minds and unbreakable wills. If you found this story intriguing and want to uncover more hidden histories and bizarre tales from the past, Please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more.